government. Why he didn't send them ever since? Because he left the country in the hands of two men, two reckless riders, Samuel Twe and Nathaniel Magil, who is hiding now behind the legislature. Nathaniel Magil used to criticize the legislature, but America looking for him. He over there for nothing. These particular sanctions on the CDC, they are by far tougher, greater, and stronger than the former sanctions. America is saying our money was stolen. We want our money back. And somewhere will produce that money.
The money from the central bank.
From the central bank through the finance ministry. Every week you sign for 12,000, 10,000, 15,000, 35,000. You know, every week. This is the Liberian people's issue. It's not George Weah issue we're talking about here. So you should not sit down here. You say Solomon George Weah is your friend, and you allow him to just misuse the people. I spoke. Mr. President, again I will say it. Put these two gentlemen in a Ghana must go back, they and their people, and throw them away from the system.
The two gentlemen are
Nathaniel Magil, Samuel D. Twe, the whole. So it will surely be cataclysmic. It will be a disaster.
For George Weah to come back?
Yes.
It will be a disaster.
He will disrespect people because he does not have anything to lose. Only fools, I say it again, you won't vote for me. Only fools will vote for him because if George Weah came to power, God is my witness, I never knew that George Weah has built that amount of houses in that short period of time. I went to him that Saturday morning with the Friday morning mail newspaper. I said, Mr. President, it is written that you built for the 7 houses. You know the answer the brother gave me? I thought you were going to say Solo, that thing I have true, man, the money people, man, they lie on me.
What he said?
He said, Mama Solo, go ask them when they were in power what they did with their money.
That's what he said?
God is our witness, he and I.
So what kind of money you were talking about? The people's money?
No.
Or his private money?
Maybe that's his private money. He said, go ask them.
I want to do it on ERBC and simulcast it on about 4 to 5 radio stations this week before I travel. Those of you who know John Colley, a very known media person, journalist, he used to run this thing they call Talking John Studio. He interviewed candidate Weah in 2005 when he heard about that privatization, he interviewed George Weah. And he normally hosts or does these debates, senatorial debates here and there, and all that stuff. John Colley goes on the radio and is advising politicians from stop intruding into their journalism field. Politicians must stick to their politics and leave journalism. So I'm asking myself, what is journalism? So the way I'm talking to you now, am I a journalist? Does John Colley understand what a journalist is? From a podcaster or a political commentator? Does he understand that? John Colley and some media people are either uncomfortable because some of us, even though in political offices, we are telling our own story because they fail to tell the story in a balanced way. The journalist is supposed to know and live by the thing they call ABC in journalism. Accuracy, balancing the story, and the story must be correct. ABC of journalism. You listen to every radio now get talk show. Journalists, they place journalism should be practiced and no less is on the news. The news. Even in the journalism field, a commentary by a journalist, the editorial written by the newspaper is the thinking, the opinion of that newspaper, the editorial. The commentary of a media person or a journalist is their opinion. The news must be accurate, balanced, and correct. That is where journalism is. Everywhere around the world, those of you who follow it now and live in America, almost every lawmaker in the U.S., go Ghana, come Royal Sierra Leone, go Ivory Coast, they have their podcast to interact with the people. If I did something positive, and because you media have turned politics, you turn to politician. You say I'm supporting the other politician, and I'm supporting Dillon as a politician. He owns a story, I will not report it. So then the public takes it that Dillon not doing anything because they're not hearing about Dillon. Then Dillon can say, okay, I will tell my own story now. Then you verse. Or more besides, John Colley talked to the radio and said, Dillon, we beg you, you leave our profession. Dillon, you mean, you don't be mean to the media people, to the journalists. John Colley, along with Senator Lawrence, are chairing the board of Bourgeois Radio. We employ journalists. We got station manager, business manager, we get reporters, we pay them. When I decide to be a guest or to hold my podcast to interact with my people, I'm not doing journalistic work. I'm not reporting the news, and I'm not castigating somebody. I am not saying somebody said this and then I did not get the side of the story to balance it. When you, the journalist, decide to be journalist, report the news. Whether if the news is negative, but it must be true. There are some things that are negative. If I stole money, for instance, that's negative news for me, but it's true. If I stole and the media reported it, that I stole, it is a negative news for me, but it is a true news. That's journalism. You're running beyond politics. Almost every media institution in the country got some kind of politician or some kind of political party allegiance they have, and they damage one person's character and promote another person at the detriment of other people's reputation. And you expect me, Darius Dillon, who is media savvy like this, no public relations, I sit down, greedy people like you, John Colley, who got no spine. We can't tell me that I'm going to lead journalism where are we in journalism? They think I'm doing a journalism. I'm interacting with my people. I'm holding a podcast. I'm not reporting news. I'm not reading news. John Colley, I'm coming for you and some of your own people who crying while we open Class Reloaded. We open Class Reloaded because we can sit down, we form a government, made a government, and then one group of people decide that send their own microphone, they will be negative toward the country and say nothing positive is happening in the country and honor the government at all. And when we can tell our own story, we come in to tell our own story, we are telling our own story, then we presenting our own narrative, and then so the people who I want to do it on ELBC and simulcast it on about 4 to 5 radio stations. This week before I travel. Those of you who know John Colley, a very known media person, journalist, he used to run this thing they call Talking John Studio. He interviewed candidate Weah in 2005 when he heard about that privatization, he interviewed George Weah. And he normally hosts or does these debates, senatorial debates here and there, and other stuff. John Colley goes on the radio and is advising politicians from stop intruding into their journalism field. Politicians must stick to their politics and leave journalism. So I'm asking myself, what is journalism? So the way I'm talking to you now, am I a journalist? Does John Colley understand what a journalist is? From a podcaster or a political commentator? Does he understand that? John Colley and some media people are either uncomfortable because some of us, even though in political offices, we are telling our own story because they fail to tell the story in a balanced way. The journalist is supposed to know and live by the thing they call ABC in journalism. Accuracy, balancing the story, and the story must be correct. ABC of journalism. You listen to every radio now get talk show. Journalists, they place journalism should be practiced and no less is on the news. The news. Even in the journalism field, a commentary by a journalist, the editorial written by the newspaper is the thinking, the opinion of that newspaper, the editorial. The commentary of a media person or a journalist is their opinion. The news must be accurate, balanced, and correct. That is where journalism is. Everywhere around the world, those of you who follow me now and live in America, almost every lawmaker in the U.S., go Ghana, Canberra, Sierra Leone, go Ivory Coast, they have their podcast to interact with the people. If I did something positive, and because you media have turned politics, you turn to politician, you say I'm supporting the other politician, and I'm supporting Dillon as a politician, he owns a story, I will not report it. So then the public takes it that Dillon not doing anything because they're not hearing about Dillon. Then Dillon can say, okay, I will tell my own story now. Then you verse. Or more besides, John Colley talked to the radio and said, Dillon, we beg you, you leave our profession. Dillon, you mean, you don't be mean to the media people, to the journalists. John Colley, along with Senator Lawrence, are chairing the board of Bourgeois Radio. We employ journalists. We got station manager, business manager, we get reporters, we pay them. When I decide to be a guest or to hold my podcast to interact with my people. I'm not doing journalistic work. I'm not reporting the news. And I'm not castigating somebody. I am not saying somebody said this and then I did not get the side of the story to balance it. When you, the journalist, decide to be journalist, report the news. Whether if the news is negative, but it must be true. There are some things that are negative. If I stole money, for instance, that's negative news for me, but it's true. If I stole and the media reported it, that I stole, it is a negative news for me, but it is a true news. That's journalism. You're running beyond politics. Almost every media institution in the country got some kind of politician or some kind of political party allegiance they have, and they damage one person's character and promote another person at the detriment of other people's reputation. And you expect me, Darius Dillon, who is media savvy like this, no public relations, I sit down, greedy people like you, John Colley, who got no spine. We can't tell me that I'm going to lead journalism where are we in journalism? They think I'm doing that journalism? I'm interacting with my people, I'm going to a podcast. I'm not reporting news. I'm not reading news. John Colley, I'm coming for you and some of your own people who crying while we open Class Reloaded. We open Class Reloaded because we can sit down, we form a government, made a government, and then one group of people decide that send their own microphone, they will be negative toward the country and say nothing positive is happening in the country and honor the government at all. And when we can tell our own story, we're coming to tell our own story, we are telling our own story, then we presenting our own narrative. And then, so the people who may be feeding you, reducing what they were feeding you, then you won't get angry. You journalist, okay, so let me be clear. Get the public and get us say, the people in government corrupt. Without having the sense to say, it's not possible for everybody to be in government corrupt. Just because everybody in government, everybody cannot be corrupt. Because some people in government probably may be doing it or actually doing it, does not mean everybody. By the time they say media people, they are quacks. And they say blackmail, we'll put black on that person. And they don't attack the media. But you see the media people, they report that John Colley went on radio and said Dillon there, especially Darius Dillon, he might not get our journalism fee. Let me tell you something. I lie on my ticket here. It hurt my character. It hurt my conscience. I live with it. That was a negative story, but it was true. Against me, it was true. I didn't take it up on anybody. I took it up on myself. But when I'm doing something positive and you refuse to report it because reporting it with me, promoting me against the people who gave me something every month, to hell with you. I am saying that, John Colley. I'm going on the radio this week. I will speak to this. Class Reloaded, we will sponsor it continuously. We will make sure that it will grow bigger. We will get more than 100 radio stations across the country, community radio stations, to tell the government story. So you, the blackmailers, you think that you alone get microphone in for you, that you alone can get up every morning, the whole country wicked, everybody changed in the country, everybody in government got up one morning and said they will be bad and corrupt. Every expenditure of government is corruption. Every paper you see with money on it, somebody throw the money to the house. Is that journalism, that nonsense what some of you can be doing? Is that journalism? Is that journalism? Journalism is to respect and take cognizance and abide by the ABC, accuracy, balance, and correct. Some people who even in the journalism field, they're holding talk show, a caller calls and says something completely misleading. No fact check. They don't check them immediately, say that thing you're talking is not true. Because there are other people listening. And the people who listening, The people who are listening, go with that nonsense. That person talk for 1 minute on the radio, through the telephone. You don't do that. You don't do that. In 2019, the records there. In 2019, harmonization, lawmaker salary from 15,000 gross to 10,000 gross. In August 2019, when I became senator. Since 2019, under George Weah government, we reduced that money from 15 to 10. The records, everything there, every month we're taking pay. 10,000 gross, 7,900 net. You holding talk show, you're a journalist, and somebody said lawmaker making 15,000, and you can't say, hey, no, stop. During the harmonization, they reduce the money to this amount. No journalist can do that when they're doing a talk show. You sit on your talk show, you sit on your radio as a journalist, and you assign reporter to the Capitol building, and somebody call and say, the lawmaker then can only work 2 times a week, and you can't correct them. To say no, the 2 times you see them is when they're in session. The Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we can see them in committee, different committee hearings and committee meetings. Instead of helping the society to be informed, you're there promoting one side and think you can damage another a group of people, capital repetition, and think that someone always say, John Collins, you talk complete nonsense. I'm coming for you this week, and I'm waiting for all the media people in this country to descend on me because I went for John Collins. John Collins went on radio and said, Dylan, me, we're running whole radio station. I got journalists working, we're paying them. We got administrative staff, we're paying them. You see that one? That my podcast and Class Reloaded. If I would make Class Reloaded bigger. If you don't want Class Reloaded, follow ABC in journalism. Accurate, balanced, and correct. Now y'all blackmailing nonsense y'all can be doing a thing people will shake to it. No, not this government. You blackmail us, we close our ear to it. We open our own show. Without rewarding blackmailers. If you're angry, sorry. No, so this is a guy.
So this is the source we have reported EcoBank. He said that we talked on he seems to be ashamed of his own action.
So this is it. The guy who carried on the alleged armed robbery act at the EcoBank.
Good morning, members of the press, civil society organizations, and the Liberian public. We welcome you to this live press briefing from the Liberia National Police Headquarters. Today, we present the findings of a critical investigation into a violent incident that occurred on Wednesday, August 6, 2025, at the EcoBank Liberia Limited 11th Street, Sinker Branch. The suspect, Phoebe Emery Johnson, age 44, of Duper Road, Painesville, was apprehended at the scene and has since been thoroughly investigated by the Anti-Robbery Unit of the Crimes Services Division. At approximately 9:45 a.m., suspect Johnson entered the private banking room of EcoBank, disguised with a nose mask and a cold weather hood. He closed the office door behind him, pulled a single-barreled shotgun from his black backpack, and placed victim Angeline L. Silla, age 33, under gunpoint. He demanded the money stored in the office and tussled with the victim for about 10 minutes and attempted to seal her mouth with duct tape he brought along with him. The victim resisted, pressed the alarm button, and was rescued by her colleagues, who restrained the suspect until the arrival of the Liberia National Police. CCTV footage from EcoBank clearly shows Mr. Johnson entering the private banking room, retrieving the weapon and threatening the victim. During questioning, the suspect admitted to purchasing the firearm in Ganta, Nima County for $60 United States, claiming it was for personal protection. Recovered items include one black backpack, one single-barrel shotgun, 3 rounds of ammunition, 1 pepper spray, 1 duct tape, 1 nose mask. These items are already being displayed during this press conference. So as we confront violent crime in Liberia, we are reminded of global examples like J.J. Maloney, a respected American.
Good afternoon, Liberia. On today is 08122025. Today is the 12th day. As a matter of fact, today is the day where Liberians in Nima County are walking to the polls to cast their ballot. There in Nima County District 5 to vote for a new representatives. Remember, Representative Samuel Coker, after being elected representative of the District 5 to Nima County, opted to ask the people of Nimba at large to be their senator, replacing Senator Prince Y. Johnson. On the other hand, he too have to be replaced. As today, the election is up into Nima County. Who will be the perfect replacement for the current senator, former lawmaker, former representative, district number 5, Samuel Coker? The deal is on today. Liberians are out there. Today is the 12th of April. On the 12th, that's the 12th of August rather, 12th of August in 1971. And today, Liberia was in a period of transition following the death of William Tubman, who had served for 27 years. His long-serving Vice President William Tolbert assumed the presidency. This marked a shift in leadership after a significant period of Tubman rule, characterized by open-door economic policies that brought foreign investment, but also widened the gap between American Liberians and the rest of the populations. William V.S. Tubman died on the 23rd of July 1971 in London, marked the end of the era for Liberia. Tolbert, who had been the vice president, took over as president. While the peaceful transfer of power was seen as a sign of stability, Liberia was still effectively on a one-party state with the Truig party dominating. Tubman's open-door policy, while attracting investment, have also led to increased social and economic inequality. There was an ongoing dissatisfaction with the Truig party dominance and the lack of social justice and human rights in Liberia. April 12th, that is August 12th to be precise, 1981. Liberia was emboldened in political instability following the 1980 coup d'etat led by Master Sergeant Samuel Doe. Doe's People Redemption Council, the PRC, has suspended the constitution and declared martial law, and by this date had already forced or suppressed at least one military rebellion. On August 12th, Doe had 5 members of the PRC, including his Vice President Major General Thomas Wesen, arrested and charged in charges of plotting the assassination Oham. These men were executed 3 days later on the 14th of August at a military trial. In April 1980, Samuel Doe led a coup that overthrew President William Howard Tolbert, marking the end of Americo-Liberian dominance and the beginning of a PRC rule. The PRC was characterized by attempts to consolidate power and suppress dissent, while several military rebellions and plunges within to rule the ruling council. On the 12th of April 1981, 5 members of the PRC, including Thomas Wesen, were arrested for allegedly plotting Doe's assassination. The arrested individuals were quickly tried by the military tribunal and executed on August 14, 1981. The United States provided military and economic assistance to the PRC, including mobilizing naval ships and troops in the area. August 12, 1996, on today, Liberia were in the midst of a prolonged and devastating civil war. While Abuja agreement signed in August 1985 had aimed to establish peace and facilitate elections, fighting continued and the situation remained volatile. The agreement called for the ceasefire and disarmament and the establishment of a transitional government, but these provisions were not fully implemented. August 12, 2003, Charles Taylor, the then president of Liberia, officially resigned from his post and went into exile into Nigeria, marking the significant turning point in the Liberian Civil War. This event paved the way for a transitional government and eventually deployment of the United Nations Peacekeeping Force. Facing intense pressure from both rebels and the international community, including a demand for the United States for his departure, Taylor stepped down as president. He handed over power to his vice president Moses Blah, who was to serve as interim leader until a transitional government was being formed. Taylor's exile to Nigeria was a key of an agreement to end the conflict. The United States has made his departure the condition for any American intervention or involvement into peacekeeping efforts into Liberia. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, a pleasant welcome. Today, I am your humble servant. I'm J. Nathaniel B. Vard, just called me the ambassador, and I'm the ambassador 2 times, the former vice president and other eminent and permanent sons of this country against illicit sustenance in this country. We must make sure that the pledge against the proliferation of illicit sustenance in our country must be minimized, must come to a maximum on a tune. I'm here today with the head of production, Andrew Gamodu, on this program. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Star 799, star 11 hatch, preferred way you can get money on today. Just go there, dial 799 star 11 hatch. If you are an MTN mobile money user, and play just $100, and you will be a lucky winner on today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Get start playing now, and you will be a preferred winner. For the next 30 minutes, I will have with me our esteemed guests, always in our studio here, from Orange, Liberia, bringing you a lot of information from the House of Orange throughout this country. As usual, Philomena Kofa and the team will be in the studio on today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Please, you are welcome. But go there, star 799, star 11 hash are the numbers you can place in, and $100 to play with the option here. You play $100 one time, $200 2 times. The more entry you put in, put you in a better position to win something for yourself. 4,000 Liberian dollars will be won if your number pop out here today. So just dial star 799 star 11 hatch and put in your PIN. After selecting the amount of ticket you want to put in, you'll just be a proud winner today. I'll take a break here. When I come back, the team from Orange, Liberia, they are already with me in the studio here. And while we are having our conversation, you can keep playing. And once your number has been selected by the machine, this is done holistically. It's a very perfect system. Once your number has been selected, it comes on the machine here. I call you and send the money to you automatically. No go come, no wait for time. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, based upon your time now. I'll take a short break. When I come back, we dive into something very important.
I want to do it on ERBC and simulcast it on about 4 to 5 radio stations this week before I travel. Those of you who know John Colley, a very known media person, journalist, he used to run this thing they call Talking John Studio. He interviewed candidate Weah in 2005 when he heard about that privatization, he interviewed George Weah. And he normally hosts or does these debates, senatorial debates here and there, and all that stuff. John Colley goes on the radio and is advising politicians from stop intruding into their journalism field. Politicians must stick to their politics and leave journalism. So I'm asking myself, what is journalism? So the way I'm talking to you now, am I a journalist? Does John Colley understand what a journalist is? From a podcaster or a political commentator? Does he understand that? John Colley and some media people are either uncomfortable because some of us, even though in political offices, we are telling our own story because they fail to tell the story in a balanced way. The journalist is supposed to know and live by the thing they call ABC in journalism. Accuracy, balancing the story, and the story must be correct. ABC of journalism. You listen to every radio now get talk show. Journalists, they place journalism should be practiced and no less is on the news. The news. Even in the journalism field, a commentary by a journalist, the editorial written by the newspaper is the thinking, the opinion of that newspaper, the editorial. The commentary of a media person or a journalist is their opinion. The news must be accurate, balanced, and correct. That is where journalism is. Everywhere around the world, those of you who follow it now and live in America, almost every lawmaker in the U.S., go Ghana, Canberra, Sierra Leone, go Ivory Coast, they have their podcast to interact with the people. If I did something positive, and because you media have turned politics, you turn to politician. You say I'm supporting the other politician, and I'm supporting Dillon as a politician. He owns a story, I will not report it. So then the public the public takes it that Dillon not doing anything because they're not hearing about Dillon. Then Dillon can say, okay, I will tell my own story now. Then you verse. But more besides, John Colley talked to the radio and said, Dillon, we beg you, you leave our profession. Dillon, you mean, you don't be mean to the media people, to the journalists. John Colley, along with Senator Lawrence, are carrying the boat of Bourgeois Radio. We implore journalists, we got station manager, business manager, we get reporters, we pay them. When I decide to be a guest or to hold my podcast to interact with my people, I'm not doing journalistic work. I'm not reporting the news, and I'm not castigating somebody. I am not saying somebody said this and that I did not get the side of the story to balance it. When you, the journalist, decide to be journalist, report the news. Whether if the news is negative, but it must be true. There are some things that are negative. If I stole money, for instance, the negative news for me, but it's true. If I stole and the media reported it, that I stole, it is a negative news for me, but it is a true news. That's journalism. You're running beyond politics. Almost every media institution in the country got some kind of politician or some kind of political party allegiance they have, and they damage one person's character and promote another person at the detriment of other people's reputation. And you expect me, Darius Dillon, who is media savvy like this, no public relations, I sit down, greedy people like you, John Colley, who got no spine. We can't tell me that I'm going to lead journalism where are we in journalism? They think I'm doing a journalism. I'm interacting with my people. I'm holding a podcast. I'm not reporting news. I'm not reading news. John Colley, I'm coming for you and some of your own people who crying while we open Class Reloaded. We open Class Reloaded because we can sit down, we form a government, made a government, and then one group of people decide that send their own microphone, they will be negative toward the country and say nothing positive is happening in the country and honor the government at all. And when we can tell our own story, we're coming to tell our own story, we are telling our own story, then we presenting our own narrative. And then, so the people who may be feeding you, reducing what they were feeding you, then you won't get angry. You journalists, okay, so let me be clear. Tell the public and get us say, the people in government corrupt. Without having the sense to say, it's not possible for everybody to be in government corrupt. Just because everybody in government, everybody cannot be corrupt. Because some people in government probably may be doing it or actually doing it, does not mean everybody. By the time they say media people, they are quacks. And say blackmail, we put black out on that person and they don't attack the media. But you see the media people, they report that John Colley went on radio and said Dillon then, especially Darius Dillon, he might not get our journalism fee. Let me tell you something. I lie on my ticket here. It hurt my character. It hurt my conscience. I live with it. That was a negative story, but it was true. Against me, it was true. I didn't take it up on anybody. I took it up on myself. But when I'm doing something positive and you refuse to report it because reporting it would mean promoting me against the people who gave me something every month, to hell with you. I am saying that, John Colley. I'm going on the radio this week. I will speak to this. Class Reloaded, we will sponsor it continuously. We will make sure that it will grow bigger. We will get more than 100 radio stations across the country, community radio stations, to tell the government story. So you, the blackmailers, you think that you alone get microphone in front of you, that you alone can get up every morning, the whole country wicked, everybody changed in the country, everybody in government got up one morning and said they will be bad and corrupt. Every expenditure of government is corruption. Every paper you see with money on it, somebody throw the money to the house. Is that journalism, that nonsense what some of you can be doing? Is that journalism? Is that journalism? Journalism is to respect and take cognizance and abide by the ABC, accuracy, balance, and correct. Some people who even in the journalism field, they're holding talk show, a caller calls and says something completely misleading. No fact check. They don't check them immediately, say that thing you're talking is not true. Because there are other people listening. And the people who are listening, go with that nonsense. That person talk for 1 minute on the radio, through the telephone. You don't do that. You don't do that. In 2019, the records there. In 2019, harmonization, lawmaker salary from 15,000 gross to 10,000 gross. In August 2019, when I became senator. Since 2019, under George Weah government, we reduced that money from 15 to 10. The records, everything there, every month we're taking pay. 10,000 gross, 7,900 net.
Listen, well, like I said to you, Philomena Kofa and the team here from the business department of Orange, Liberia, they are with us as usual in the studio here with several good news for Liberians. I'll take a short break and I'll usher them in on today. We'll be talking about a wide range of issues, 2%, the Massive App, Orange Foundation, and several other goods that are in store for the users, you out there on Orange Liberia. All of you using Orange Liberia, whether you are a mobile money user, whether you are a caller, whether you are a texter, whether you are a beeper, whether you are using the Massive App, whether you are even using whatever transaction of the Orange is important for you. So get glued to your radio. The team, they are here on today to bring great and good information to you today. I'll take a short break. When I come back, we'll usher the team on today. Good afternoon, the 12th of August.
That was in our first year.
In your first year?
In our first year. That's the time, I took a jack, a JRK, electrocution.
You shivered.
Yeah, I said, what? Then I'm picking talking like this, so they made him something whole. They made on the stage again with the record. Then he walked away from me.
Walked out of you?
Yes. He walked away. I wish he could listen, and I bet they would give it to him. He walked away from me. There was an instance when I made that Ghana go bag stuff.
Yeah, the stuff.
I entered the mail yard, the next day they kicked me outside.
They want to see you.
They call his security to put my security. Say no, chief that was grandpa. He said, oh, you ain't putting us out. I will fire. I said, okay, don't fire anybody. I'm walking away. It was with me that my security there. I walked away.
You think Weah is this kind of guy who does not like to be criticized on anything that
no
he does?
Dissent, no dissent.
This kind of guy.
Yes, he's an Ayatollah. He's an Ayatollah. He does not like dissent.
Tuesday, the 12th of August edition of the program. Let me say welcome to the team here. Orange is actually here this afternoon. Good afternoon, team. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Like the voices need no introduction, but for the sake of the public, who are you people today?
Well, my name is Philomena Kofa, and I'm the media coordinator for Orange Liberia.
And I'm Trevor M. Flo from the Orange Money Marketing Department.
Wow, you get it all set up. Orange is here. Orange, let me start first because I'm hearing a lot of information. Folks are asking the Maxit app again for the betterment of the public. What's it all about? And what are the goods that are in store when you are on this app or using the app on your phone?
Okay, so again, to all of our listeners, the Maxit app is Orange Super All-in-One app. Very easy and user-friendly. So the Maxit app is an English version app.
Okay.
Well, for those who also speak French, we also have a way that it can be translated into French.
In Liberia?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
So this app have all of our services that we offer
Okay.
within the app, even all of our new promotions. So we also have easy access to Orange services in the app.
Okay.
So the first thing, if you want to have this app, you have to have a smartphone or iPhone. So if you have a smartphone, you can go to your Google Play Store and put in Maxit LR and you download the app. So if you download the app, and you have to be an Orange Money user to transact on the app.
Okay.
If you download the app, we'll ask you to put in your number. If you put in your number, we will register you on the app. Why do you want to use this app? If you are using this app, it gives you Orange Liberia shot in your hand. So that means you don't have to come at 16th Street. You don't have to go at any Connect gas station or anything because you have Orange Liberia shop right in your hand.
Okay.
So with Maxit, you can have access to our international offer. You can pay your LC bill at night.
Okay.
You can also recharge your.
So when you home, LEC, just in the twinkling of an eye, goes off, your meter has no kilowatt in it.
Yes.
You just go there and you can recharge.
Yes.
Is there any condition, whether it's midnight or early in the morning, 3, 4 o'clock?
There's no condition. It's 24-hour service.
Okay.
24-hour running clock.
Okay.
So just like for me, the experience that I had on Sunday night, it was 1 o'clock in the night, and my current finished on my meter. So all I had to do, I just ran and took my phone and opened straight to Maxit, and I put in my meter number, put in the amount I wanted to recharge, and it was so fast. They sent me the token, and I recharged my meter. I have current. So especially for our parents who have their students, midnight is selling at night and then current go. So with Maxit, it's easy for nationals about worrying if your children will do better in school, because once they have current to study, they will be on top of that lesson. So we also have the roaming data within the Maxit app. That one allows you, when you are traveling to another country, to have access, because people can ask, can I use my SIM card in another country? So that's the roaming international offer. So you can travel to another country with your SIM card, you roam on Orange service, and then you can stay connected. You receive call from Liberia, especially if that's to Sierra Leone, you receive call from Liberia for free, because ECOWAS just launched a free roaming service in Liberia. So to receive call from Liberia in Sierra Leone is free of charge if you are using your Orange SIM card. But you can also roam to other countries to stay connected to your family and your loved ones.
Yeah.
So I'm also using Maxit, and I have money on my Orange Money, but how do I send it to my loved ones? I'm worried. I don't have to go to agent again to tell you, say, oh, withdraw this money from my phone. I can stay right there and search for send money and put in the person number, put in the amount, and send it to the person. Whatever I want to recharge through my Orange Money, and I'm struggling about which code to use. So I can just go to my Maxit app and go to recharge. So it will ask you the option if you want to use airtime to recharge, that is the scratch card that we normally have on our phone, or you want to use Orange Money. So if you want to use Orange Money, if that $1 recharge is going, definitely the $1 will be taken from your Orange Money account, and you will receive a notification.
Yeah.
So to every transaction that you do on Maxit, we have a list of all of your transactions. So if you send money to somebody during the day hour, if you make 15 transactions, all of the lists will be below with the name, the numbers, everything there, making it very easy for you to have access to those information. So that's one thing that make it very secure.
Okay. You just talk about Sierra Leone is free.
Yeah.
What about other countries, the Ivory Coast,
yes,
Ghana, Nigeria?
But if you are traveling to Sierra Leone and you are in Liberia, you want to receive call from Liberia, it's free of charge.
So how is it done? Is it automatic?
So when you travel to Sierra Leone, all you have to do is to have your Orange SIM card active and on roaming. So once it's roaming, because you can go to your phone setting and put in, you want to roam. So if you are roaming from Sierra Leone, you will receive all your calls. They will not come as incoming missed call, because most of the time it used to be incoming missed call.
Okay.
But you will receive all of your calls from Liberia. But to roam from Sierra Leone to Liberia, that's where you will pay the charges.
I spoke with someone this morning. Surprisingly, at the concluding part of the conversation, they said, I'm in Ivory Coast, and I'm attending a summit here, but I'll be back over the weekend. I said, wow. Yes. And we talked with the same number The same orange number, and there were no hitches, there was nothing different to show that they were out of the country.
Right.
Okay, so
it's also free, but for those who don't know, you can use the Maxit app to have access to it, because on Maxit you will see it there on the list where you have our search engine.
Okay.
Once you click there, you will see free international roaming, and when you click on it, you just subscribe for the roaming service, and then there you go, connected to your loved ones abroad. So for our international offer too, you can use the Maxit app to have access to it.
Yeah.
But for the other people who don't have smartphone, they will always say, we don't get smartphone, you're putting everything in Maxit, how do we have access to it? If you want to stay connected to your loved ones in America, because we have our lowest at $1 that gives you 10 minutes to call America.
okay.
So it's on the short code *250#. This code allows you to choose the destination of your loved ones to stay connected to them. So the Maxit app is so safe, secure, convenience, and you imagine traveling with a watch.
Let's come back a bit. On those without Android, you dial the code, it says
*250#.
and then you choose where you will be.
You choose the country you want to call to.
Okay,
so like
that's
America,
calling.
Yes, that's calling, international calls.
Okay.
Yeah, for those I can always say, I don't know the code to call America,
Yeah.
and, with Orange. I don't know the code to call Sierra Leone. I don't know the code to call Ivory Coast. All of these different countries is right on *250#.
Okay.
So that code allow you to call any destination.
So the list of the countries will pop up, but
Yes,
you decide
and
or
choose
choose which one of the country you want
Right.
to call to. Okay.
So if you want to call Middle East, is there. You want to call Africa, is there. And you want to call, all of the countries is listed within that. So Maxit is for me, I feel like I'm traveling with the world, because I don't even have to worry right now.
Okay.
If I go to any entertainment area, once they have Orange money and I'm buying or drinks, right after I finish drinking whatever I'm drinking, if it is on water, I just ask you, can you please give me your Orange money scan table? Once they give me the table, I just open my Maxit, I just go to the QR code and just scan automatically. Very fast, easy, no network crashing, nothing. Is so fast and safe. So I just pay and just tell you, oh, please check your Orange money, I just sent you money.
And then again, let's clear it up for moving forward. Is it that you have to be having data into your phone before you can operate the Maxit app?
Yes, because of the iOS version that is connected to the app.
Okay.
iPhone, anything that comes with yes. So we have listed with the iOS, and this makes it data use. You have to have data to access the app.
Okay.
Just to access the app to do your transaction. But it's not an app where if you want to send money, we'll take 10 data. You want to do international offer, we'll take 10 data. No, it's not like that.
Okay.
But your internet must be on to have access to the services.
Okay. Let me say welcome. Conan Samson Cohn is watching from Lukatu Oboda, Nima County. Jasso, a TV journalist, watching also too, and sharing as one of our. Thank you for that. Abraham, you might also watching. Let me say welcome to all of you on today. Let me come to you. I'm sorry, your name again. Joetta. Sorry, Joetta. Joetta, let's talk about Orange Liberia. What's in store from your office?
Yes, so we got our 10% discount that is ongoing.
Okay.
Like for the various supermarket,
Yeah.
you have to use your Orange money. Get me well, I think she carry physical cash.
Okay.
Put it on your Orange SIM card and go to this supermarket I'm about to call.
Okay.
Using your Orange money, you are going to receive 10% back. So the supermarket listed for the promotion, we get Happy Supermarket on 60th Street. And then we get Stop and Shop on 17th Street. We got Loving Bakery to 30th Street. Mika Mart Supermarket at 18th Street.
Okay.
Even our Great China Mall. As long you go there, you see your Orange money. I say your Orange money, once you go, you say, oh, I want this. No, you are not going to get 10% back. Put that money on your Orange money SIM card, and then you go to the supermarket to get any item that you want to get. You are going to receive 10% back. That's the news Orange get for you.
Yeah.
And also our ATM, we want our active user to make use of it. You know, some people say, oh, the ATM don't want to give us money. The ATM say no money. Orange got their own ATM. We're talking about ATM card, oh, the money can still be in your phone. You go to the ATM and we
How is it done? I don't have an ATM card and I have to go to the ATM.
Okay.
How do I access the service?
Okay, so it go like this. For those that can read, it's there LTE and Liberty already on the dashboard.
Okay.
So you already have your money within your phone.
Yeah.
You open your phone, if that LTE, click. If that USD, you click on it first on the machine. They will ask you for your number, the number that having the money on it.
Okay.
Put in your number on the machine.
Okay.
Then they will ask you how much dollar you want to take from your phone.
Okay.
You put it also on the machine.
Yeah.
Message will come to your phone that you should accept, you want to withdraw from your phone.
Oh, nice.
That is your PIN code.
Yeah.
After you put your PIN code in, you spend that your money can also on the machine.
Okay.
We're talking about ATM cards.
Okay.
Yes.
You using your phone
Using your phone.
to carry on the transaction there.
Okay. Very easy. If you really know it, you got somebody there to teach you. So don't say,
At the ATM?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So don't say, oh, for all I can read now. You say, people I can read. We do it both ways.
Okay.
You got somebody there to teach you all the steps. If you don't know
Before
it.
somebody asks, they say I get touch screen. I got a button phone.
What if you can still go?
The same thing.
So when you get the money on your SIM,
Okay.
yeah, it's the money that matters. Yeah, it's not
I
your
want
money.
only when I don't know button phone or Android
It works
phone.
with every phone, button, smart,
Yes.
iPhone, all the phones.
Once you got a SIM card,
Once there's SIM card in it,
yeah.
to complete the process of putting your PIN code is a goal.
It's a go.
Okay. Is there any information from you before we go to this 2% rather, before we go to 2%?
Yeah, so I would like to speak about foundation shortly too,
Okay.
because most of the people don't know about Orange Foundation.
Okay.
The foundation is Orange GSM humanitarian arm that allow us to carry on so many initiatives.
Okay.
So the foundation has been around since 2021 and been making a lot of impact.
What are some of the activities they involved with?
Okay, so for our foundation, our core value that we are totally involved with is one, digital inclusion, the health sector, education, and then also empowering small businesses.
Okay.
So as part of this, we run a program that is called the Digital Schools Program, and this program allows us to open application every year for schools to apply for gadgets, for elementary schools to apply for gadgets. And when you apply, your school is selected, we will provide gadgets to the children in the school,
Okay.
so that they will have access, to be having access to computer like that.
Okay.
So they will use the gadget to be going through the lesson and everything. So we currently run this program in 8 different counties. For the ones where schools will apply and then they be selected, we run it in Montserrado, Maikibi, Bomi, Grand Bassa, Bon County, Nemba, Sino, and that of Lofa County. So we also have our Women Digital Center, and this one is, we run this program in 3 counties, Bon County, Grand Bassa, and that of Montserrado. So this one, what are the basic things we train? Some of our mothers, they were left behind because they were only taught, how to be in the kitchen and other stuff like that. We're not trying to discriminate, but we're also saying, yes, they have to, in this digital world, they have to know how to count, they have to know how to spell their name, because some places they will go, obviously will require them to spell their names and everything. So we run this program, training them into digital literacy, how they can, learn some common computer skills, and how they can spell their name, how they can say out numbers and everything. So we run this program in Grand Bassa too. We graduated some students, and it was really amazing because I would call it valedictorian.
What's the success story? Imagine someone not having a formal education.
Yes, and the lady was able to spell her name on the day of the graduation.
Wow.
She was able to clearly spell her name, say the ABC, say the SSO, and even the computer, she was able to type her name in the computer and everything. So that was a success for us, because the essence of the program was to at least make them be able to do these things.
Yeah.
And she was able to spell her name, know how to use the computer, even say numbers and SSO. So that was a success story for her, which we really appreciated.
Yeah.
And for the health sector, Orange Liberia has already helped the JFK. We know of that. We have been also supplying some materials, and then we also have over 50 now beneficiaries from the cancer program that we run, wherein we do cancer screening, we carry on awareness for them to know, the harm, the danger, and for them to be aware that when they see some symptoms, what can they do?
Yeah.
And we also provide support in that area.
Okay.
So for the educational part, we also have the digital center. So for the young people, I will ask you to kindly follow Orange Digital Center on Facebook, because there are a lot of opportunities there for the young people to have access to. We run different programs, computer literacy program, like the boosting. We run so many coding and everything. So you go there, you graduate, at least you're empowered and ready for the job market. Because we know the country that we are in today, Liberia. If you are ready to get on the job market, you must be ready. Because most of our youth, even if you ask them today, do you have a CV? They will be like, let me go and have it prepared. So we run these programs to have you prepared for the job market. When you graduate, you'll not be thinking about when your friends say, let me go do nursing, and you join into to do nursing. But at least this program will help develop you, into digital literate and some other area that you want to work in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's important you follow the digital center page. It's Orange Digital Center.
Is there any specific period during the year you talk about people register on, that the interests are open, that people get to register for the program?
Yeah, so
is it open now?
The program is always, the foundation is always open to different programs, and we run there per periods.
Okay.
So some program runs for 1 month, some program runs for 3 months. The place is highly spacious, so we have different programs running. Coding, rebooster, different programs.
So right now, someone listening can go there and apply for any of the program running currently?
So in terms of applying, the first thing you have to follow the Orange Digital Foundation and Orange Digital Center page on Facebook. We post all of the programs there, the application. If there's a new application for this month, we post it at the beginning of the month. And it lasts for like a week and two, people apply, we shortlist and call them, send them emails, and they start the process. So that's how it goes. So to have access to the program, one, you have to follow the Digital Center page on Facebook, or you better visit the Digital Center office to ask them, for some of the early coming up programs.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me say welcome to the folks here. Someone's telling me, good morning, I'm from Columbus, Ohio. Zuku area. It's Mr. Va, good morning. Anthony Zakpa said, good afternoon, Mr. Va, and the orange, beautiful ladies. Wow. Someone saying orange got beautiful ladies here. It's good today. William Mason said, following from Fargo, North Dakota, USA. Thank you for joining me. Budget People Party, live from the diaspora, USA. Thank you. Ibrahim Yuma, thanks for following us. And Otelo Grispe up onto this. Someone's telling me, please spell this Max 8. Please spell it for the person.
So it's MAXRT, Max 8. So like you spelling the word Maximax,
Yeah.
We just.
Is it massive?
Max 8 RT8.
Okay.
8.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you got it there, and thanks. Let me go to you, Joette. This. How long is this process running for? This 10% issue.
10%.
The 10%. Let's talk about 10 at the supermarket or business
10%.
centers.
We started from July for the promotion up to now.
So
up to the month.
Okay.
Up to the August.
And let's go a bit over this before we go for the 2% on the orange money.
Okay.
The business centers, some are finding it difficult and asking why is it that only specific businesses you are having the 10%.
For now, we are doing it with supermarkets.
Okay.
And because basically we are like Kundasa, so all the supermarkets are Kundasa, we say we start with the money and see how our user, we interact with us.
Yeah.
Then we can bring it to Pinsville, bring it to the other side.
Yeah,
we have to tell
Pinsville is big, Pinsville is very large. As one of the largest city.
We have China
Mall right here.
China Mall.
Yeah,
China Mall is here.
Okay.
Yeah, so they also.
Please go on the business center so let people know this.
Okay, so we said Habia Supermarket at 16th Street. We said Stop and Shop 17th Street. Loving Bakery to 13th Street. Mika Mark to 18th Street. Then we say China Mall, the almighty China Mall.
Yeah.
Right here to here the PA.
Okay.
Yes. So any of the supermarket, you can go there using your orange money to shopping, and then you are going to receive a 10% discount back.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about this. This is one of the issues that may take us a lot of issues or concerns from the public. This 2%. 2% issue.
Yes, the 2%, the 2%. Yes.
2%.
So we must face the 2% reality.
Yeah.
Yes. So to our people, our peace-loving people, our customer of Orange Liberia. So we have our regulators for everything that we do. So we all know between the other people and that of Orange Liberia, we have the referee, and the referee is LTA. So with the financial inclusion part is the central bank of Liberia that regulates our activity. So the benchmark for the money regulation, we were below the benchmark, that is to 1%. So it was instructed that we move to 2% in compliance with Central Bank of Liberia directive. We were told to move to 2%. So we love our people. We will not do anything to show some inconsistency or no transparency. So we were directed, and we are a company that always comply, and we were told to go to 2%. So now we move to 2%, and this 2% here for me, I feel like is nothing. Because before, when we have $500 Liberian dollars withdrawal, that is cash out. This 2%, let's get it clear, is only for cash out.
Yeah.
So if you're sending money, it's free. Receiving money is free. Paying bills is free. Paying tax is free. But all that is 2%.
If somebody is sending from person to person,
it's free.
Okay.
Yes. Person to person is free. Merchant payment is free. Any or services you want to do Orange is free or charge. The only thing you're doing that you will pay money for is the cash out 2%. And this 2%, like for example, before when you go to withdraw $500 Liberian dollars, we take off $5. Now we say it's $10. So $500 are just $10. And then if we go to withdraw 1,000, it's just $20. So just do the mathematics between it. Every 1,000 is $20. Every 1,000 is $20. So for 500 is 10 Liberian dollars. Okay. Don't get fool, be alert. So that when you go out there, do not fight about our agent, because the other guy was on the radio, the other guy said, yeah, I jump on the other guy. I want to withdraw my money. The man telling me it's 2%. What? No, it's 1%. I got vexed. So the same thing is in USD too. For $5 in USD is 0.10 cents. $10 in USD is 0.20 cents. So you can just do your mathematics there. $20, 0.40 cents. $30, 0.60 cents. So for the LD, for 10,000 is $200 Liberian dollars. And then for 9,000 is 180. 7,000, 8,000, 160. 7,000, 140. You can just do the calculation. On every 1,000 is $20. And you will know when you go there, just tell and say, oh, I was listening to QFM. If you not tell me, say, when I go to the people, that only $20 is okay, $1,000. If that 2,000, that 40 is okay for them. If that 3,000, that's $60. And if that 4,000, also $80. It will be very clear, simple, and easy for you. But please don't go argue with them, because Central Bank has given us the instruction and told us to move to 2%. So we are in compliance with the government of Liberia. So please.
Okay, Philomena, before this 2% came about, there were several complaints from those agents. Sometimes they wanted to take extra money from people. Sometimes they were saying, I can't continue this service because of this. What are they saying now? Are there field results? I've not heard any complaint yet. I'm asking. I have not heard any complaint yet, but I'm asking from your office. What are the folks saying from your office?
Yeah, everything is going well. We are not getting complaint like that. For the 2%, I think it gives the agents more opportunity, because if the more they do transactions with 2%, that's the more they get more commission. So it's a fair ball play, and we are not getting complaint. We are our people. We are really good, and that's how we have our training before coming up with the 2%. We were in 5 different counties. We conducted the training with our agents and our super agent. So we will continue at least to make peace with our people, so that we will have our people accessing our service, especially the financial part of Orange Money.
Okay, you can still keep playing *799 *11 hash. Radio Entertainment Cool Cash giveaway. You can still keep playing. $100 there for you. And somebody, Charles Cohen, saying they are hiding behind a 1%. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know. Okay, that's the key place. *799 *1# cool cash giveaway ready to team in here. We interact with the public and they will have concerns and they will raise all these concerns. It's time that you speak out because the team are here again to answer questions, especially related to the issue we have discussed, issue we have talked about. Please ask the question in a line or whatever. If they can answer, they will answer. If they can't, they will reserve that for office purposes. Let me ask you, will you go to the line 0775 919 919 0880 919 919 are the numbers to call and interact with the folks here from Orange, Liberia. This issue about businesses having orange money. How is it done? Do you have a request for this, or you have agents in the field that go to them?
For that, we have agents that are in the field that go to businesses to ask them, to incorporate orange money service in their business. And we also have people that go to the office to tell us, I want my business to be doing orange money to payment. So it's the merchant payment. So if you come to the office, the service there, we register you. The merchant payment service is free of charge.
Some are saying, even some of those folks, if they try to log in onto the service, they will have to still go to the office. What is happening?
When they try to log in with the service,
there's somebody trying to register them up on. At the end of the day, they will still have to go to the office
to complete the process.
So is it done outside with those agents? You can get your system set up with them, or you have to go to the office for completion?
So the merchant, the business, you have to go to the office because we have to have proof that this business is for you and run in your name, because Orange is in compliance. Okay. We'll not just want to work with businesses people just come around and say I got a business and want a SIM card like that. So you come to the office, you have a proof of your business and everything. We register you for the merchant platform, and at your business center, obviously you can do merchant's payment there. And if our agents come in the field, they register you for merchant and the process is now completing. So we have our hotline that you can call 111. For Orange Money, you can call 555-555 and tell them that one of Orange agents came at our center to do our registry. Or the process is now completed. So our representative from there will ask you for key information and it will help you through.
Okay, let's go to line 0775 919 919. Somebody says here, good afternoon, beautiful ladies from the best GSM. Orange Liberia is the best GSM ever in the history of this communication in Liberia. I love Orange Liberia so much. Let me go to the lines and talk to this person. Good afternoon. Yeah. First of all, your name. Sorry, your name. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. The 2% affect every cash out transaction.
Once that cash out,
it affect the 2%. It's 2% cash out. You go to the ATM, the 2% will be taken out of any withdrawal that you're doing.
Yes.
Okay, start us. Yeah, but keep listening for more information. Good afternoon. Yeah, you're welcome. Go ahead.
This is Derek Sinana joining from the Kingsway community.
Okay.
I want to know from your guests, it's 2% of withdrawal fee for Orange. And not to, they can one way go withdraw 1,000, 2,000, and then they see 2%, or it has stages like every 1,000 is this amount. If that is the case, I think the community needs to print it out. So that it can be distributed to look at that when you put it with you want to now the community,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. They will address that concern. Don't hold the line. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon, James.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're right. If I have $20 in my phone and I go to a house supermarket to purchase, then my bill comes up to $20. When I transfer in the morning on their mobile money, So how will the transfer be? Will it come from my money or will it come from those I buy?
Okay, they will respond to that. They're letting him be anti in this country here. Let me talk to another caller here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ambassador.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is my first time ever saying to Labrador call. I'm one of the best silent listeners I've been listening to you.
Okay, you're welcome. Go ahead.
More than 10 years. Yes, my concern is just yesterday. I sent my daughter to go to 4,000 trumpet pounds. One of the agents requested for $100. He refused to send the money back to me. Before he said it, I should have $100. He sent the money back to me. I turned around and sent my daughter to Tokyo Road Junction. Then they requested for $50 liberty before they could send the money, and which of course that I did. Because to where I'm renting, the people confirmed in me, one of the tenants decided to pay the rent. I know, and to send it to Buchanan, to one of the agents who owns the place. And the people requested for that money, how to use my own money to send that. So more people are using this opportunity to be stealing. And I will not blame the owner.
Okay.
This government that came to rescue us.
Let leave government business the team, because if you bring politics there, you be dragging orange this thing. Let's talk about the service they are providing. Yeah.
Okay, I agree, but I believe that the regulation they are saying the central.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to you. I'll take two more. Go to I'll see the guests. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, but understand also too, if they are duly requesting or what they are telling you going to be taken from your money, you also know this. Orange is saying $50. I mean, $500 is $10.
Yes.
1,000 is $20. 2,000 is $40. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So to deposit.
Okay. Let me just take the. Okay. So your question is being understood. Let me just take the last call and then we'll go to you. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Aloysius Lebe is my name.
Yeah, go ahead, Aloysius.
Every time when I vote transfer money before
I thought you said the 2% thing would take all the time.
But every time when I vote me,
Yeah.
when I vote money in my phone, it will always be ready to pay fees. So I really want to
Okay. Okay. Let me. Yeah, you live. They listening to you.
Yeah, I really want to ask your guest.
They hearing you. Okay.
It's not very
They hearing you. They hearing you. Let's go to you. Like I said to you, the 2% thing will be an issue. You listen to the callers there. A lot of the folks are concerned. The last caller and others talking about sending money. They go to send money. They are asked to pay extra fees. How is it from the angle of Orange?
So with let me just address the question of the first guy who said it's very important that we should put our flyers to the agents.
Yeah. He made a serious point there.
Yeah, he's making a very serious point.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you don't know this amount that we are reading, you go there to them, they will just do their own calculation, withdraw money from your account, and even ask you for money again to do additional deposit.
Yeah.
So our team of agents and our team is working so highly. Very soon, all of the 2% will take over the entire counties.
Yeah.
So we'll have them very visible so you can see before your eyes. So anytime you go there to them, the first thing you will see is the 2% as per what you're supposed to send, what you're supposed to, when you withdraw, how much is supposed to be attached, everything.
Yeah.
So with people who taking money from you, extra fees before they send or deposit your money, it is very wrong. They're not supposed to do it. But we can ask you that when you notice that they send the money, the transaction that they send the money, the message that come back to you, keep that transaction, call 555 and send those information to us. So the money that they requested for you that was not for them, once it is proven and we have evidence, we will definitely have that money separate from the account that they have, which is their commercial account. We'll have it separate to the next account. So I urge you all.
But for instance, one of the callers said he sent a dollar to send 4,000.
Yes.
First, they told him to send additional $100. He went to the second person. They said send $50. Now the 4,000 is not a part of this.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you send the money,
yeah,
there's a transaction that will come to you.
Yeah, that you are sent.
Yes. That transaction tracking number provided for us with a written communication. That I went to this agent, this is the person, information. The transaction, we can use it to track the person information. So we'll track their account, we'll track their name and their numbers. So if it is proven and true that you went there to make deposit, we'll have people in the field deploy for that. If you went there to deposit, they took money from you, we will separate it from that commercial account because they took extra for you, which was not for them.
Okay.
So you can call, when you get a transaction, you can call 555 and send in that.
Okay, so for instance, if I'm in physical cash to send to you,
yes,
and then if I give it to the agent sent to you,
yes,
then I call you receive the money,
yes,
yeah, because you receive a message, yes, along with the money, yes, you can provide me that information,
yes,
then I can use that information. Okay, so that we have transparency within, yes, the system process. Right. Someone asked about the ATM.
Yes. Somebody, my ATM, I think I was asking concerning the 10%.
The 10% on the ATM.
Yes. Okay, so
the 10%
with the supermarket.
Oh, okay. 10% with the supermarket, 2%
with the ATM.
Okay.
So I think I heard you saying about $20 buying.
Yeah.
Okay, so you using your money for your mobile money account. You using it to buy. Somebody is there. Just how you use your orange money, you finish buying everything. The person is going to take your number down, your receipt, they will take a picture, send it to us, and then we now will send your percentage to you.
So, like he was saying, he got $20, and all what he took in the supermarket amounted to $20. Now, they want to take the $20 from your phone with the 10% come out before the transaction is done?
No.
After you have done buying,
okay,
because somebody will be there. After you have done buying everything,
okay,
the girl now will take the information down,
okay,
to make sure all you have got you orange money in the
okay,
and then she will send the receipt to us,
okay,
through communication thing.
Okay.
Then we'll check it like how many percentage you're supposed to get on our money. Like when he say you use $20 another 10 cents, we'll send the 10 cents and he'll receive messages right away.
Oh, okay.
So it's instant, very fast and easy.
Yeah.
So if you go there, if you're using the Maxi app, it's simple. If you scan and pay with the merchant at the supermarket, you just come back and show your transaction through the Maxi app. Once you see it, we just take a record instantly. Before you even get out of your destination, you receive your money back.
You receive messages back on your phone.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to be very fast fresh from Orange, yes, that you have done this transaction,
right, yes,
with this before.
Yes.
But it's not just automatic that you say, I feel do it, then my money comes to me. Because Orange doesn't know what you have done there.
Exactly.
Okay, that's it. We out of time really, but is there any information for the public that we never talked about on today?
We're good for today.
Okay, we're good. The 2% thing. But I also want to reiterate, one of the callers said the percentage on this process being printed out, given to agents around.
Yes, we are definitely going to do that. To every booth you go to, every agent booth, there will be our 2% flyer that will be there showing $20 how much supposed to be removed, $5, everything will be there for transparency, and will be all on our billboards, 2%.
Okay.
So it will be clear to your eye, visible.
Okay. So nobody more says bring 200, bring 500, as you know exactly what should be taken from you, because it will be there with you. Thank you so much for coming, and we hope to see you another time again with another good message from Orange Liberia. We got something coming for August 24th?
Oh yes.
Okay.
So keep following the internet, follow our social media page.
Okay.
Orange. We got 30 million followers on our page.
Okay.
We got very breaking news for you for this August 24th.
Okay.
Remember, we're celebrating our flag day, and it's very important that we celebrate with you.
Okay.
So
thank you so much. Wilhelmina and Joetta, thanks for coming on today. We hope to greet you again, and the public with another good news for the Orange family. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, many thanks to all of you joining us on this edition of the program here Orange Liberia, always on our platform here, Tuesday. On every month, you'll see 2 times Tuesdays. Just watch out. One is Tuesday, say, today's Tuesday, I expect Orange to come up, and they will be here 2 times. They will be here with us on the program. So many thanks to all of them for coming through. Let me say thanks to those of you who are playing Entertainment My Radio Cool Cash giveaway. You can keep playing. Thank you. Star 79911 hash. Star 799 star 11 hash. It's open. Let's see who playing, who can win. Yeah, I don't know why the friends are so slow in playing, and right now I need a lot of folks to play coming through. But keep playing star 799 star 11 hash, or you play star 799. You play star 799 hash. You go to option 11 and you put in your ticket. If you're playing $100, it's 1. If you're playing $200, it's 2. 500 is 5. And the more you put in your entry, you will certainly be able to win 4,000 Liberian dollar. Good afternoon, good morning, and I will say to you in the near future, we'll be having motorbikes, we'll be having cell phones, and all for those of you who are players who are subscribing to the program. You playing, you will certainly get this. And it's important that you play, because the more you play, your name is in the database, and once your names are in there, numbers are there, and you play, they will certainly, the machine will certainly pop it out, and right there you'll be a lucky winner. You may be among those on our jackpot days winning motorbikes. You may be among those on our jackpot days winning. You'll be winning cell phones, the Bear Park up for you, and you will just be there rejoicing. So it's important that you play star 799 star 1 hash. I'll take a short break. We'll be leaving you in a jiffy here. I'm here with Andrew Gamma, you head of a department on this edition of the program. I'll take a short break. You keep playing star 799 star 1 hash. Right there, soon somebody name number pop up, we'll be calling you.
This is a guy.
So this is the source we have been reported Echo Bank. He said that we can't have on the. He seems to be ashamed of his own action.
So this is it. The guy who carried on the alleged armed robbery at the Echo Bank.
Star 11 hash on Radio Entertainment Cool Cash giveaway. But this is how I will leave you on today. It's important. The heat comes your way Monday to Friday. On today is another spectacular day. And please, Liberians, during the electionary period, we always say to you, please keep our folks in prayers there. Nimba County District 5, they are going there to cast their ballot on the voting day today to elect their representatives in District number 5 that will replace the current senator who was Representative Samuel Koga. Samuel Gongwe Koga. Yeah, so the election is on currently. Let us please keep it in our prayers that let the election be peaceful. Yeah, let it be peaceful and other than being peaceful. So bravo to you people, and let the folks there please go there and elect who they think can replace the lawmaker there in that district after he has left to the Senate, and can also be able to lead them, and then the person be their choice. It's so wonderful to be here with you on today. I am your humble servant. Don't forget the geometry of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority, and those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual, I am your humble servant. I am J. Nathaniel Biva Senior, just Comedy Ambassador on today, and I'm here with Andrew Gambo. You have production on this edition of the program. Till tomorrow, Wednesday, May week. See you tomorrow, and please keep peace and be safe.
I'm trying to hear former Representative Akaris Gray calling you a political parasite, calling Thomas Fala a political parasite, that you guys have no weight, and if you want to leave, you can leave, and they celebrate you leaving CDC. I think you are following the show. What say you?
The first thing, thank you, Stanton, and thanks to everybody. Thanks to the people of Liberia, most especially the people that are representing in Montserrat County. I want to say thanks to God for giving me the opportunity. My trip traveling around the world have been successful in the interest of our country and our county. First of all, I appreciate the statement he made, but I just want to ask first one question. Whether to my friend and brother, Akaris Gray, whether I'm part of CDC or not.
Akaris, you want to answer
that question?
Okay, let me